your boy Kachi coming to you live.
Alright people, Hydroid, probably one of the few frames in this game. People rarely use him. People say that he sucks, why is he even in the game, he's weak as hell, why is he in this game? Rework him, build him up, do something, make him relevant. Gave him Pilfering Swarm though, he's good for farming. If you want to get that part, or not even part, that, resource that you haven't, been able to get in quite some time, you combine Hydroid with Ivara, or I don't know, I'm just throwing this name out there, Necros. You got yourself a pretty good team, and there's a good chance you could obviously get yourself some mods, or at the same time those resources will be so damn easy to get, it'll be so damn laughable as to how easy his stuff is actually to get. So building a Pilfering Swarm Hydroid is not all that difficult. You obviously just need one Forma, because you're gonna need the room as far as if you want to use prime continuity with the vitality, you need your efficiency to go along with it. So I mean, you're gonna need all of that stuff now. Now you may talk about range. What about it? You practically don't need range with him per se, because if you put on too much range, the tentacles will be going all over the place. My stretch is obviously not stretch. As far as my range, it's practically neutral. I do not have stretch on. I don't even have overextend on this build. It's just straight neutral, like 100% as far as with my range. Obviously, I have intensify on. So obviously, I want to damage these damn things, but at the same time, you don't want to put on too much, because Hydroid in his entirety, the Pilfering Swarm, even if you have it on or off, just the Swarm alone is not going to be doing like heavy damage. It's pretty much there to control the enemies, keep them at bay so you can do what you need to do. But other than that, that's practically what Hydroid there is for. You could obviously use your Tempest Barrage. You could obviously, use your Tidal Surge so you could push the enemies off. That's more CC right there for you. I practically build my Hydroid for CC, but that's like the only thing I haven't built for. Just have him for that CC to contain the enemies, control them. Because all in all, overall, he's actually not a bad frame to use, but he's not the greatest either. He's practically like in the middle, depending on how you build him. I just pretty much build them for the Pilfering Swarm because, at the time people needed help as far as trying to get some resources, mods, whatever. So he's practically there for that now. You could obviously have the Undertow build and all that stuff, so you could practically build them for that as well. Obviously, that's just straight up efficiency and whatnot. And obviously, you need to have power strength on that as well. Obviously, because the longer you stay in this, the drain kicks in, all that stuff. You already know the drill. So Hydroid is not a difficult frame to build, but at the same time, he's not the strongest and obviously not the most reliable per se as far as taking damage, dishing it back. He can't be taking that kind of heavy damage, is what I'm practically saying. But as far as with CC, he's practically in the middle. He's practically okay. He ain't average, because he has good CC abilities that keep the enemies at bay for a long period of time, depending on your duration. So again, it comes down to how you build your Hydroid, how you practically use him around the battlefield. If you're trying to use him to try kill a whole bunch of enemies, you're practically pushing it. So I'm just saying, just build for Pilfering Swarm. Just stick to your role with Hydroid. Trying to survey stuff, keep things at bay, while other frames do what they need to do. If you're practically trying to use him by himself, then obviously you're going to need to have some power strength, because you're going to need to kill enemies. But at the end of the day, Hydroid is a good CC type of Warframe. He's not that frame that goes around kill every type of enemy that he sees and, you know, brag and boast about it, because his moves are not made for that. Undertow, that's built, that's CC written all over. You know, Tempest Barrage, that's built for that too. Tidal Swarm, that Tidal Surge, I mean, that's CC right there, knocking enemies over on their ass. You know, that's just CC. The only thing that has that deals damage, but at the same time it's still CC, is his Swarm. So just stick to your role with Hydroid, and you know the team, your teammates will like you for that. If you're trying to go out of your norm, trying to do something that Hydroid ain't built to do, then, you know, you're practically just taking up space, because he's not there to kill everything. He's there to control the enemies, because, you know, his kit ain't built for killing. He's built for CC. So that's practically it as far as with Hydroid. There ain't nothing new with him. It's just straightforward. It's only a one Forma build, so it's not all that difficult to build him. So you just gotta stay in your lane as far as with Hydroid. But, you know, as far as getting his parts, you already know you gotta take off A-Heck and all the whole nine and shit. So you just gotta do that. And once you have him, you know, he's a lot of fun to use. All in all, you know, the Swarm, the tentacles all over the place. Tentacles will be in places where they shouldn't be. So he's not bad of a Warframe, but, you know, people rarely use him. But he has potential, and that's something as to where he's still in the game for. So that's practically it as far as with Hydroid and his build. So I'll talk to you guys later, man. Peace.